Hello, it's Rebecca again. Here to talk about coffee. As you can see by my shirt, right? So today I'm going to tell you how I make my keto coffee. I love coffee. I don't have a particular brand of actual coffee that I use. I use what's on sale. A lot of people will go for the fair trade, whatever. But hey, when you're on a budget, you make do with what works best. So what I like to do is I like to warm up the cup. This is one of those Yeti. It's a Yeti. It works absolutely awesome. I can drink this for like 4, 5, 6 hours and it still be nice and hot, which I love. So let that warm up while we do the rest of the coffee. I have one of these lovely NutriBullet things, but any blender will work. So you put all your ingredients in. I like to put the wet ones first so the dry ones don't stick to the bottom. I should say to the top. I like to do it with almond and coconut milk, but I'm out of that today, so I'm going to improvise a little. I always put the heavy whipping cream in there because I love that. This one's Organic Valley. This is the only one I can find in my town, in my entire town, that has no carrageenan in it. Carrageenan is an icky thing to have in your cream. I don't know why they put it in there. Just to make it thicker. So I put a good inch or so in there. And I like to do collagen. This is one brand that I really like. There's a lot of awesome brands out there. There's even a vegan brand, but I don't like the texture of it. Maybe I'll talk about those another time. But collagen is the building blocks of your cells. That's why people like it for hair, skin, and nails. I don't do it specifically for that, but it should be helpful for that as well as helping your body to build new cells. Because as we get older, our body doesn't do that as well. I love to do a vanilla cinnamon. I got coconut on the brain. And the way I do it is I dump it in here because I put a pretty good amount. And that way I don't have to have 12 dirty spoons in the thing. And that's really about maybe a half a teaspoon. Maybe a little more. This is my favorite stevia that I like to use anymore because so many of them have a lot of crap in them. And this one gives me the right level of sweetness that I want. Just give that a good squirt. You have to practice with stevia because the different formulations have different levels of sweetness. So start light, work your way up. Because if you put too much, it's not fun. I found this thing called Sweet Drops. It's got another stevia in it, but this has got stevia and vanilla. So just a half a dropper full of that. This is kind of expensive. And one thing you're going to be a little shocked about: salt in your coffee. I like Redmond Real Salt. I've also used the Himalayan pink salt. Himalayan pink salt has a lot of trace minerals in it, but I think Redmond Real Salt has something like 18 or 19. I forget. A bunch of trace minerals in there. And I just put a couple of shakes in it. All right. Now for the fat. This is not my favorite brand. This is the Walmart brand, organic virgin coconut oil. Expeller-pressed. Those are the kind of things you want to see when you buy coconut oil. There's a lot of folks now getting on the coconut oil bandwagon, doing a lot of crazy stuff with them. What I like about the unrefined is this, unrefined. And these are some of the other brands I've had. As you can see, they're empty. I always reuse my glass jars. These are a couple of the brands I like. But I bought the... It's my alarm going off. I bought this one when I was at Walmart just to try it to see, because it's a little cheaper. It smells good, but when you taste it, sometimes it's like it's been in the warehouse too long. So, but I'm using it because I don't have money to waste. It's not bad though. I've had other ones. The ones that are more refined don't have the coconut smell, which might be good if you're cooking something you don't want to taste like coconut. But mostly I don't mind if my stuff tastes like coconut. So I prefer the unrefined. And probably the unrefined is probably healthier anyway. This is not a very highly scientific thing. Not a very highly scientific video. Put a good tablespoon in there. And then I like to also put butter, which, let me show you what butter that is. The thing about coconut oil, it's the only oil that I know that I can just eat it. I don't eat a whole lot of it, but if I have this much on a spoon and I lick it, it doesn't gross me out. I know that's funny, right? So this is the butter I like the best. This is called Challenge butter. It is a little bit expensive. It's not as expensive as, say, Kerrygold, which is supposed to be, one of the best. But Challenge butter is really good, really good. It doesn't cost quite as much as Kerrygold. And I just put a tablespoon of that in there. All right. So, and I just like to clean off the spoon by melting it in the coffee. All right, so now we're just going to blend it up. I like to blend it for a good 30 seconds or so. I'll go just a little bit shorter today, just so I don't have to sit here for 30 seconds while it makes noise at us, okay? And I have just woken up, so my hair is less ruly than it ever is. Okay, hope you could hear what I was saying. Anyway. And this makes, it's like a lovely cappuccino. Look at that. If you can see it, it starts to separate just a little bit, like a cappuccino. Can you see the cream on top? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then I can take it off to work. Oh, it's delicious. Try it. It's a great part if you're doing a keto diet. This is a good jump start for my day. And then I don't eat a meal probably till 2 o'clock because I'm not hungry. All right. I hope you've enjoyed it, or I've amused you at least a little bit. Thank you very much, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.